Welcome to the first Cans Recipes instructional video. Today we're going to be making a hollandaise sauce. Now the first thing to do is, in a small saucepan, 500 grams of butter. Dice it up, put it over a very low heat. All you want to do is melt the butter. You don't want to raise its temperature much more than you have to, and it should be cold enough that you can stick your finger in without having to pull it out in a hurry. Also, in a small saucepan, you'll notice after the steam that the water is not anywhere near the boil. We want it on the lowest possible setting so that it doesn't come to the boil, so it doesn't produce a large amount of steam. A hollandaise sauce is simply an emulsion of egg and butter. So it's pretty easy to make, and what you first do is, over a double boiler, salt and pepper, preferably white pepper, and 4 tablespoons of hot water. Need to be hot water, hot enough that you can still keep your finger in there, but we want to raise the temperature up a little. To this, we're going to be adding 5 egg yolks. And now this is where the back-breaking start begins. You whisk. As you can see, it begins to foam up, and it's a magic temperature of 80 degrees. You do not want your water to boil so that you don't cook the eggs. And this is a critical step to making a hollandaise. If you don't get the air into your eggs now, you'll wind up with a fairly ordinary sort of sauce. So you want to get a bit of air into there first, and this helps make a nice thick sauce. Now, what you're trying to achieve with this is that you want the eggs to become a little bit like cream, fairly thick consistency. It takes a little bit of time, but once it's there, not too worried about the foam, the actual consistency of the liquid. We then begin adding the butter, small amounts at a time. And whisk. Now, an emulsion is simply combining a fat and a liquid into a stable form. So the fat in this case is the butter and the liquid is the egg. Once all the butter has been incorporated, you'll notice that the consistency is like that of, cream. It's not a thick sauce. It's never meant to be a fully thick sauce like you'll find in a jar, because, well, to get it thick you have to cook the eggs a bit more, and it could curdle and all sorts of things. However, you'll see that there's no separation of butter or egg. It's all nicely combined, it's all nicely thickened, and to finish it off, it's simply a matter of adding a bit of acid to cut through the fat, which in most cases is simply a squeeze of lemon. So we just add a good squeeze of lemon. Don't make a mess everywhere. And finally, test. And as long as you get a slight little acidic hit and the flavour of the butter and the egg, it's all done. There's nothing else to do. And that's your hollandaise sauce.